Hey, welcome to It's Rare, everybody. We've got a hopefully great show lined up for you. I'm sure that we'll be talking about lots of different things that have been happening, things that we want to happen.
I'm ready for it.
What do we want to happen?
We're all fired. Oh, you're not on.
Mike's not on.
Oh my gosh, Jesse's not
There
on.
you go.
Oh man, now we can hear Jesse. Everything's different. Our setup just keeps getting like bigger and more interesting, but I like it. So we're gonna play the song real quick, and then we'll get going.
Do it.
Who's there? It's rare. Who's there? It's rare. Come fill your time. This pot's for all. From the Finger Lakes, join in the call. Learn something new about the Kuka Trail. Upstate New York, every episode I tell. Who's there? It's rare. Who's there? It's rare. It's rare.
Amity has chai now?
Amity has chai now.
I believe I got the vanilla chai for you, my
Oh,
friends.
man.
You got
I love
vanilla
it.
something.
I got
Good.
something.
It smells delicious.
It does. It smells like autumn, right?
What's that stuff on top of it?
Broth.
Is this only gonna look
Looks
at?
like
Is this only gonna look at me today?
I really hope not, because nobody wants to just see you, Phil.
Nobody does.
And not really.
Hey, there we go. And now
Hey!
all the technology. I'll tell you what.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is where Jesse falls in love like all the time.
This is where. Who was it that said? Who noticed during the debate that the camera always focuses on Jesse when he takes a drink?
it's Jay Vollmer.
Was
Jay
it?
Vollmer.
It was really funny.
Oh,
And we just
man.
missed it. So I was looking at Jesse's pants and something was bulging from his jeans.
And it wasn't what you think it was.
So I was like,
It wasn't that either.
No.
No.
I was like, are you doing dip? And he's like, no, it's my hair gel. It is. He has hair gel in his pants. Why do you carry this in your pants?
Yeah, your hair's always got to look nice.
You know what? You
Yeah.
should probably give some to Phil. You know what? You should probably get some of that stuff.
We could
What?
Yeah.
texture your hair, Phil. We could
We
get you a
should-
nice
we
look
should
of
do
it.
It
that.
wouldn't help.
No, it probably would.
I'm a little bit, I don't know, Jesse, I know you're a little bit more,
pretty.
kind of metro, and I'm just a little bit more of a,
Feel so manly.
bare knuckle man.
I'm gonna tell you, Jesse, you look really good today. You look good. You look sharp.
Thanks, Marion.
Hey, what are you ready for today?
Not much. No. It's a normal day.
It's
Yeah.
a normal day in Jesse.
Thinking about
world.
getting a on that vein, I'm thinking about getting a K10. What do you think about that?
What's a K10?
Like an old 80s Silverado.
You need a vehicle.
I don't know what that is. I've never seen
You don't know
one.
what that is?
No.
Oh yeah. Let's here.
I know of an S10. That's
I need a keyboard now.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I'm not gonna be
we
able to
didn't
show
think
it to you.
about that.
No, I thought about
a
it.
keyboard?
I've been thinking about it
Oh.
a lot.
So
We have a new setup going on, as Phil was saying. He keeps dropping all kinds of money for Marianne and me, and it's
I was gonna
rare.
say,
So
I've got the
Yeah.
I've got the paperwork in my backpack, so we can start
okay.
I said
having
Marianne
an
and
income
me.
soon.
I think I should go back to college. Marianne and I.
No, it's called
No, it is
elementary
Marianne
school.
and me. You said it right.
Yeah, because
Marianne and me.
Really?
Yeah. You know how you can tell?
What?
sentences.
If you take the other person out of the sentence,
Okay.
does it still make sense?
For me.
Yeah. Not for I.
We always can
There
keep
you
learning.
go.
Yeah,
Well, there
that's how
go,
you can
Phil.
tell.
Okay.
That's
all
how you
right.
can tell.
My little bit of college English doesn't stick with me.
I'm proud of you. It's always a teaching moment here. Always a teaching moment.
Well, we've
Yeah.
got, three big brains in the room.
This seems like very healing. I feel very healed.
Do you
Yeah.
need healing from last night? How was last night for you?
Good. I took Mary to Port's Cafe. Port's is good.
Oh, did you
How was
propose?
that?
What's no, did not do that.
It's
Mary,
her birthday, but happy birthday,
Happy
Mary.
birthday, Mary.
no, not till Monday.
Oh, happy
Aw,
birthday tomorrow.
Happy birthday tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, my cousin's watching from the Taco Bell drive.
There you go. Get a Dilla. Oh man,
I
Taco
love-
Bell Dillas are so good.
I wouldn't know what that means or what it is.
sounds disgusting.
So wait, you went to Ports?
quesadilla?
No, stop it, stop it.
Back to Ports.
What did you have at Ports?
I had veal wrapped in prosciutto
Mhm.
with like all these pine nuts and brown butter spaghetti squash.
Ooh.
It's pretty good. And then Mary got like lamb chops that were like blackened in this like kind of mole sauce. Pretty good stuff. So
A lot of people don't know about Malay sauce.
yeah, it's good.
Oh
It's
my gosh,
banging.
you think
Yeah.
so?
No, I know so.
Oh, you know
a lot
so.
of people
Good.
don't know about it.
Okay,
They should.
they should. Oh, is that where Mary wanted to go? Did you surprise her?
No, I asked her where she wanted to go, and she kept saying she didn't care, so I was going to take her to McDonald's. But McDonald's was I couldn't get reservations. So.
Okay. So that's exciting. So overall, a good night over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good night.
Oh,
Yeah.
so how old is she?
I don't
26.
27.
Did you see? I don't know.
She's gonna be 27. Yeah.
Mary, please let us know how old you are, because Jesse sometimes goes back and forth
Yeah.
on this.
Then
Yeah.
we went home. She took advantage of me and went to bed.
Okay.
So look at Phil. And sharing too much information. Let's go. Sorry, honey.
So what are you guys doing today? Because tomorrow's her birthday.
Today, you know Charlie, right? Charlie McKay. Charlie.
Who's Charlie?
No, Charlie.
Charlie.
Nah, you know what? I don't think she knows Charlie.
It's Charlie.
Oh God. I don't know if I want to introduce her to Charlie.
Well, sometime.
Sometime we'll have to introduce you. It's a friend of my parents. His girlfriend is from Maine, so she went and got like 20 lobsters, and we're having like a little lobster cookout. So-
What?
and then Ruthless is having a party at some sort of autumn party at her house. I don't know. There's supposed to be a lot of glitter, I guess. So
Oh.
I was in.
You were into the
Sounds-
glitter?
Yeah.
I'm
I just want
shocked.
to glitter.
So that way you've
Glitter
got an
bomb.
alibi.
Yeah. And hopefully Mary will be there, so maybe she'll have the glitter.
Ruth, if you are watching, please take a picture of glittered Jesse over here. That'd be fantastic.
All
Yeah.
glittered up.
Glitter
Okay.
bomb. So when girls put glitter on, Marianne, I don't know if you do. I don't see you wearing a lot of glitter, but
'Cause
maybe
I'm not 12. but
maybe
go
you
ahead.
did at one point. So
No.
what's the idea of like putting glitter on your face?
I just think it's like a kind of like a shimmer thing people or girls enjoy doing, but I personally I don't need to, because
You're pretty cool, shimmery.
I don't need to do that. I don't want to do that. But I
Right.
think younger girls like to do it, or if they're gonna go out and rave, maybe. I don't know, but something like that. Maybe
Some of
that's
them
what they
have it
do.
like in their lotion and stuff.
Yeah.
The shimmer. So it's
like
shimmer.
it's everywhere.
It's different. Well, I don't know about which women you were hanging out with,
Oh.
but where's your
Oh,
glitter
boy.
lotion?
Yeah. Mary doesn't wear the glitter stuff, so I bought her. You ever heard of BoxyCharm?
No.
So it's like a monthly subscription to high-end makeup.
Okay.
And I got her, and I ended up getting it for her last Christmas. And she's like, thanks, because she's not like much of a makeup person. And
It's
she's
a
like,
lot of makeup.
she's like pulling these things out. She's like, I don't know what this is. I don't like it.
So
it
how
was
many months did you
interesting.
sign up for?
I think it was 6 months.
6
So,
months.
Here,
so,
you need this.
She-
you
need-
need makeup.
You need 6 months of makeup.
it was interesting. But there was a lot of like really good smelling lotions and stuff in there. So that works.
She should have
So,
put it on Facebook or something and sell it. Somebody would probably want to buy it.
Shimmer is different than glitter, she says.
It is. Thank you.
Well,
But-
it's
but-
shiny. It
but
makes
it's
it makes
shiny.
ladies shiny.
So are you talking about shimmer or glitter?
I was talking about glitter.
I don't
know.
I don't know what I'm
How do you
talking
think Phil would look
Obviously.
glittered up? Like glitter in his beard?
I just want him to put hair gel in
You
his
keep
hair.
your glitter away from me.
Just
you-
bam, bam.
Can you just do a little of this in his hair?
Yeah,
No.
just give him a little
Just
texture.
try.
Just
Just,
a little-
try. No.
Pow,
Just
Because
try.
I'm not in high school anymore.
No. I'm
Oh,
telling
boy.
you. When I think it was one time I was in Tanya's salon. It was a while ago, and she had a gentleman there, which I won't say his name, and she put a little of the gel in his hair, and he looked way better than his normalness. I think
Mhm.
this is a game changer for
I look
you.
way better than most people's normalness already. So
We're gonna do it. We should totally do it. Can we
Yeah.
do it today? Like
Yeah,
now?
we're gonna have to texture it up for him.
All right.
him
Can we
some-
get him a
get some
couple
stuff in
give him a
his
couple glasses of beer, and then we can do it.
He was feeling pretty good last night.
So I heard.
Yeah,
So I heard.
I
he was really loud when I was like, oh, Phil must be drunk because he was very loud and boisterous tonight, a little more than usual.
When he's loud.
And then
I
he
know.
dropped 4 swear words in one sentence, and I was
Don't do
like,
that.
oh God,
I
Why-
did. I did not.
You did,
Why are
dude.
you doing that? That's not good.
It was. You can't yell at him. He's a grown man.
This is not yelling.
Oh, okay. Look at his face. It's a little red. Like he knows he's a little hammered. It was so funny.
He did say that before camera. He's like, I had a few before.
Yeah, he was feeling pretty good.
Yeah, I said it, before we turned the camera on.
Oh, we're supposed to keep that hidden.
So I like how
Sorry.
Phil before the camera, he's like, yeah, I had a few last night. And for me, I'm talking about my like body problems where I suffered a migraine and then I had heartburn. I'm like, I'm now at my age where I always have to have heartburn medicine and Excedrin with me at all times. I'm old. I'm really concerned
Yeah,
what's going
I
on
think
right now.
you're not-
I feel better than ever. I think it's all the vegetables you've been eating. I think that's probably a big part of the problem.
I thought it was the caffeine, so that's why I got the latte instead, the vanilla chai or whatever it's called. So maybe
Don't you think it's fun to see people a little different out of character? Like when someone
when they're in pain.
no.
I was in pain.
No.
When
I'm
they're-
So much pain.
talking about let's talk about like Phil last night. We're talking about like drinking too much. Like, don't you think it's fun when you're like, so Phil's a pretty composed type of person. You like,
Mostly.
you get like,
I was fun last
you're
night.
pretty
I
face-
loosened up.
you're pretty face value with him. And last night it was like, I don't know who this is. Like he's a little,
So,
little
when,
crazy. It
when
was
that
funny.
happens again, can you shoot me a text so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can be more available to see this?
It was fun. He was having fun.
You look so embarrassed. Are you okay? Are you uncomfortable right now?
Why he wasn't that bad. He wasn't like hammered falling over. He's just having a little more fun than
I
usual.
did forget that I recognized one of your patrons who made a comment to me.
Okay.
And I said, and I had a conversation. I said, I know you from somewhere, don't I? And she said, yeah, we all went out with Jesse and Marianne the one day. And said, oh, yeah, that's where I know you from.
We all went out.
Yeah, she works for you.
Oh, okay.
And-
Is that rude?
Yeah, no.
Oh.
That would be, come on.
That was kind of weird.
Rude.
Somebody that I met one time.
Yeah.
And then
She works for me at my distillery.
she said something about she has to record stuff for her class, and I was like, oh, well, you can use their studio if you want, because then it'd look way more professional and sound better. And then on her way out, her parents were like, well, yeah, since you added her on Facebook, then you can do. I was like, I did what? Like, they were like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. Like well, she doesn't post on. I've never seen a post from her on Facebook.
Yeah, I
so
don't
yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess so I was a little bit embarrassed that I'd forgotten that.
That's all right.
Yeah.
It's easy to
You
forget.
didn't give- you didn't
that
give her a
was
hard
like
time.
That was like 2 months ago, though.
You didn't give her a hard time.
No, not at all. I
She's
don't give
sweet.
people hard time.
Her sister was there too, right?
No. I don't think you know who this is.
Oh, then now I don't know who it is.
No, this is Morgan. This
Nope.
is yeah. She's
Okay, it's okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
no.
have to introduce you. But anyways, did anyone see what Newbie wrote?
I can't see.
Noob. I wake up with a natural shimmer.
So I need to go. What?
Yeah, he goes through an anti-shimmering process each morning. Takes a lot of time.
Come on, Noob. So Newbie, listen, there was Mary and I were watching like YouTube videos last night, and it's like there was a bunch of things that says not for newbies, and I was like, somebody needs to tell Newbie this, because like I don't think it was a horrible joke, but Mary laughed, so it must have been funny at the time.
Just think about all the things that are not for newbies.
Yeah. So it says like not for
Like as soon as you
newbies.
said that, all of those things went through my head. It's like, man,
Like Newbie, I was like, somebody text Newbie. Like
his
he
life
needs
is
to know.
seriously limited.
Yeah.
So the presidential election, which I opted out of, guys, people loved listening to both of you and watching that debacle, which was
Oh, it was
god
awful.
god awful.
Did you watch any? Did you go back and check on what the reactions were from the mainstream?
Yeah.
Did you see what the lady on CNN said?
I don't know.
No.
I'm not
She
sure.
said the guy that was with her was saying, yeah, I guess, the way I would characterize that is horrible. And she goes, well, you kind of like said that in a very refined way. I'm just going to come out and say it, and we're on cable. So I can say it that that was a shit show. And I was like, yes,
Yeah.
that's the word. I was trying to come up with that word, and that was the word. It was a shit show.
We missed a lot of stuff. Sorry, go ahead,
Well,
Marianne.
I was going to say, I was watching a little bit and was watching how Trump was just being a total asshole. And Biden was just trying to, sorry about that. Biden was just trying to not drown, I guess you could say. But I felt really disappointed where we all have come so far.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
where is being polite and respectful and actually having a really good conversation rather than who's got a better golf game or whatever the hell that was said back and forth. I'm really just disappointed where we have come and who we are as an American right now.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no dignity. And I'm just so disappointed.
Zero
Jesse, you look
dignity.
great. But when can we and how can we ever change this around? I was waiting for one point for Hillary Clinton to just randomly come out and be like, "You want me now?" Because like someone needs to stand up.
I
to
was
this
hoping
guy.
that Joe Jorgensen would show up and get arrested trying to get in.
Exactly, that would have been more interesting to watch.
As
and
long as
listen
she
to.
came drunk. That would've
Oh
been
yeah,
fun.
she'd bring a bottle of bourbon.
That would
She
be-
loves
She would.
bourbon.
I
Do you
she
think
would.
if we send her some of my bourbon, she'll drink it?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
she
that's a
would.
really good idea.
I
That
think
would
that's
be
a great
cool as
idea.
hell. We should send her some.
Can we do that?
Yeah, I mean, I just need to know where to send it.
Joe, just send us your mailing address. You can either put it in the comments or email us at itsrare@gmail.com, and we'll ship out a bottle of Barrington Distillers bourbon for you.
Yeah. She likes Basil Hayden, and that's pretty in my bourbon list, that's pretty high up there. It's like it's probably one of my favorites.
She's a woman of taste. So did you see what I got a press release from her the following morning with what happened, that apparently she'd scheduled and booked a whole outdoor kind of pre-debate here, since I can't be in the debate, since they're, banning her from the debate, kind of here's what my positions are, and people have chances to ask questions and meet her and otherwise. And they had this huge outdoor venue in Cleveland booked. And what they did to her, she showed up and they started setting up, and the police came. And despite her, they had that all set up ahead of time and all the permits and went through this whole planning process. And they said, "Oh, well, you can't have the backdrop out here." Like, okay. So
but she had the permit for it.
yeah.
Yeah, but the
So
like Phil saying it just kept going.
Yeah. So it was like,
just
"Oh, you can't have the backdrop." And they were like, "Oh, all right." And then they were like, "Well, you can't have the lights."
But
So they
the
made
way
him take down the lights.
they were doing it was,
and then they were over the phone with somebody.
right, was they would do it and then they say, "Is
Right.
it good?"
Yeah.
And then they I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I'm just trying so people
Yeah, no,
understand
that's
that there's
exactly.
like time
So
between
like,
it,
so they'd be like, you can't have the backdrop. So they'd get rid of the backdrop. And then they'd be like, okay, well, actually you can't have the lights. And then so they'd get rid of the lights, and then they'd call somebody, and then the police would call somebody, and then they'd come back and they'd be like, okay, well, you can't actually have the stage. And then they'd take it down, and they're like, okay, well, you actually can't have the furniture. And then they're like, so they were just going to move to the sidewalk, and they're like, no, you got to just like
Not just
move
not have it.
along. Yeah. Like
Mhm.
they just pushed
but
and pushed
not for
and
nothing,
pushed
but
and
you should
pushed and
actually have a
pushed.
list of things, and I would be like, make sure you have this final list ready to rock and roll, and don't keep coming at me because this is now just harassment.
Well, it
this
is
point.
harassment.
It is harassment.
And it's voter suppression. I mean, that was her chance to get her message out before the debate, and she ended up having to be on a little bit at the same time as the debate. And then what ended up happening after that shit show of a debate
right.
was people searching for her crashed her website because so many people were looking her up.
Wow.
So
She sat by a bush and drank bourbon and talked. It was awesome.
No shit.
yeah, with Justin Amash.
It was freaking cool.
It was, but she's awesome. I don't know. I mean, everybody can have their own thoughts on that, but what they did to her was really shameful, and it flies in the face of our democracy.
It's politics.
If they're
And
trying,
that's so sad.
if they're trying to push people away from her, all they're doing is just she's gaining popularity. That's all that is like at the end of the day, I guarantee she goes, "That's a win."
Yeah.
Because,
the only thing that could have been better is if she got arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she needs to get arrested.
That'll pull some of the conservatives away from her, though. The conservatives that are starting
Her
to
getting
lean
arrested?
toward the libertarian. Yeah, I think so. I think she does a really good job with what she does. She's up here, right? Like
Yeah.
she knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
She's like levels
She's
above people.
Very
Yeah.
intelligent.
So I would say not getting arrested is a great call because she knows what she's trying to do. She's pulling people. She's pulling some radicals I've seen on the libertarian. She's pulling everyone. So just people keep dropping to the Libertarian Party. So or jumping. I don't know what you want to say. Dropping sounds bad, but yeah.
Changing.
Yeah.
So she will not be on the ballot, but
She is on the ballot.
She's
on the ballot in every state and Washington, D.C. She's one of only 3 that are, but she's not going to be on the debate stage because they'll keep her out.
That really sucks.
Yeah.
Because that would have been more interesting to watch, to have someone intelligent.
Yeah.
And can probably hold her own.
Yeah. And she's a teacher. So she always, whenever somebody's like, oh, how could you handle them? She's like, I'm a teacher. I know how to handle problem students.
The last straw, though, when I was reading everything was, when they said no chairs, like, that was like no chairs. So that, like, more or less they just shut it down. Like, that was the thing. It's so funny. You could just see the slow descent, and then it's like no chairs. See you later. Like, it's like, okay.
But the fact that they let them like proceed one step at a time. Oh yeah, we'll do everything that you want us to. And then they do it and they're like, oh, actually a couple more things. It's like, Jesus.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Like, can you be more obvious?
Did you see how many things we missed during the debate? Like now that pop up that people like point out. And I'm like, how the hell did we miss that stuff?
Like what?
I don't know how the hell, like, I don't know how the hell anybody caught anything out of that nonsense.
Well, that's true. But it was just like, there's a lot more fumbles on Biden's part than we picked up. Like things that were said, like they like quoted him. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even remember that. And then there was a lot of things that Trump said that, I don't know. I guess it's because they were arguing and it's so hard to like catch what they were saying.
You couldn't catch anything.
What'd you think about the whole wire and earpiece thing of Joe Biden? Is that real or do you think that's fake?
What do you think you think he had one?
That's what everyone's saying.
This week?
Yeah. Did you see the pictures?
I saw pictures that people were showing from the town hall debate or from the town hall.
The one
whatever.
that had something here.
Oh yeah, I don't know what that was. Or
and
if
then,
it was Photoshop or
that's what I was saying. And then there was one with an earpiece, and then like if you someone like zoomed in, and it looked like he had a really good color.
I saw that. I saw that from the town hall. I don't think that was from this.
Would anyone be really surprised if he had an earpiece? Because
you're not supposed to.
Oh, the
deal though with that is like even if he had somebody feeding him answers, like how is he gonna put like. You know what it's like when you're talking to somebody on the phone and then trying to relay a message.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
It's very hard.
It's harder than just bullshitting, you know?
Yeah. You need to know your stuff inside and out.
So I don't think.
No, I didn't know what to think of it. So
with the vice presidential debate, you guys think it'll be better than the presidential?
I think so.
Do you think it's going to be more worthy to watch?
Yeah, I think you'll see people having actual, like they'll actually be able to speak, and I'm interested to see Kamala Harris call out Pence on some of his issues where he's super kind of orthodox, and then I'm interested in seeing if Kamala calls out Pence, or if Kamala gets called out on. Kind of some of the stuff she did as a prosecutor.
Okay.
And how many times she brings up her experience as a prosecutor.
Okay. I think that would actually be a worthy watch than the debacle from last time.
I can't go into that not being biased. That's my problem. I will not. I can't stand Kamala Harris. And that's coming from a criminal justice major, somebody that found all the bad parts of the criminal justice system and made sure to use them in her favor and to make it look worse than it already is. So, and I mean, that's what I wanted to do. I went to school for all that, and she is horrible. Like any of the people I follow on what has anything to do with law and criminal justice, and any people now that are lawyers that I went to college with that are cops and everything, they can't stand it. She makes the whole system look horrible. She's that, no matter what, if you were innocent or guilty, she wanted to win. So you went to prison, and I I know a lot of DAs are that way, but she really, I mean, she went above and beyond with
The
it.
sad thing is
Yeah.
that it only takes a few people like that.
Yeah.
You know, it only takes a few people
Yeah.
like that to ruin the whole system.
When Biden picked her, that pushed me away from being like, maybe Biden, you could vote for Biden, you could vote for Trump. He picked her. I was like, no way. I told you first thing. I was like, I was like, if he picks Kamala Harris, I'm off that ship. Like, there's no way you could even get me to jump on.
Who else was on this list for him to choose from?
There's so many better. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what his list was. He broke his list down. This is where we started talking when Phil and I brought up the one day. You should pick the best person for a job, not by their sex or their color.
Right.
So he said he wanted an African American woman, which left Kamala Harris. I mean, I don't know who else was in there.
I'm pretty fed up with identity politics in both directions.
I agree.
We need to get past that.
I don't know what we need to get past something, because right now what we're all going through right now is really, we put ourselves in a really, really bad place.
Yeah.
So how do we get out of it? We got to make better decisions, especially when it comes to our future. Right.
Well, the thing with a libertarian is there's not many libertarians in other positions. So Jorgensen would just like it'd be just like a melting pot of everything. There would be like people everywhere. You'd be like, what? So they'd have to learn how to get along and get things done, because she would mix it up.
Mm-hmm.
It would be crazy. Like her whole cabinet would be this way, it'd probably, and then you'd throw in a couple libertarians, I'm sure, but you'd have to go a bunch of other places, because she wouldn't just say, well, that's a Democrat, so I'm not gonna pick, that's Republican. It'd just be like it would be, I mean, either be madness or it'd be like, she might be great. So I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. There are a lot of people who kind of lean toward libertarianism who don't say it because they know that having that D or R next to their name will get them just like automatic votes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like they'll automatically get votes just by having that letter. Like look at like Rand Paul.
Okay.
You know, he's not, a lot of people don't like him, but he sometimes leans pretty libertarian, but he has that R next to his name because it gets him elected.
We should have like a flow chart for how you should vote for your president. Like there's a flow chart on how you should not send your child in for COVID or not, or flow chart for many other things in life. But how to vote? What are you looking for? What are you identifying? What's important to you? And then you might be surprised who the outcome might be.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder. Yeah, that would be an interesting concept.
I put up, one of my coworkers came in to me the other day and said, I've never voted before, but I promised somebody I would vote this year. So if I have like political questions, he said he was going to come ask my office mate. And she's like, yeah. And if you have any questions about Joe Jorgensen, ask Phil. So what I did though, is I said, I could give you some information. He said, who's Joe Jorgensen? I said, oh, it's this, she's the libertarian president. He goes, oh, she's a woman. I'm going to vote for her because that's what we need. I said, no. Don't do that. Vote for the best person.
Right.
So I went on the Yates County Board of Elections website, and you can get a sample ballot. And I recommend for everybody to do this. And I might actually just for our county post it on our page, because I think it's really important that you actually see what you're voting for before you walk in. And there are a couple things on there that I didn't realize were. So I pulled that up, and I sent that to him along with the websites for everybody that had one that was listed for president, because that's what he was most interested in. And I said, look at the ballot. There's other positions that are going to be elected too. So you might want to research those a little bit. But at the very least, you can see the platforms of there's actually 5 presidential candidates on our ballot. And so at least gave him that information and how to find that kind of stuff, because people don't want to get overwhelmed with all the stuff in the news. They want to go see, here's what I want to do.
Right.
Of course, what they say and what they do are sometimes different things, but
I think once you start researching or just getting yourself more informed on what's going on, then when you go into that, when you actually go in to vote, you made a good choice. Right.
Yeah. I mean, there's even, so in Yates County, they're trying to, they're going to have a yes or no vote they want to change the Yates County legislators' term so that it's 4 years instead of 2 years, so that it's staggered. And for some of them, they think that, you know, it'll make it so that there's always somebody experienced there.
Okay.
For others, they're thinking, well, but if we don't like what they're doing, like, we want to be able to get them out faster.
Yeah, I like the staggered though. It seems to work in small town politics.
Well, but
The 4 years.
4 years, just
Yeah.
because, you know, then you can. You just think about it. So like every 2 years, you get a chance to vote out the three. So it's 3 members at a time. So like, you know, this year, like, well, these 3 members suck. Let's put in new blood. It gives the new blood some time to get in with that, with what's going on,
Right.
and then you get another 2 years of being. And then if the other 3 haven't changed their act, it's like, you know, we'll just keep adding more.
but you have to wait 4 years to do that. I'm actually, here's the thing: is it doesn't happen here, right? There hasn't been a time when the entire slate has been voted out, and so actually staggering it is kind of unnecessary.
It happens in small town politics, though. It happens.
Well,
all
we're in Yates County; it doesn't get a lot smaller.
Well, I'm talking about townships. Like I work for a township,
Yeah,
so like
sure,
I've seen it happen in Barrington. I've seen it happen in the town of Wayne, town of Jerusalem, where Jamie's the head now. Like people just they get like slashed. So I mean, because that's small and people give a shit about close to home, right?
Well,
People don't really give a shit about like the count. You've seen the vote for the county. That was like how many votes were cast? Do you remember? Did you hear
for the county?
Yeah, for what the
village board.
Because the board
For the
we were trying to
village.
get Marla in.
Yeah. So for the village, it was like around 80 votes,
And how many people live in the village? Do you think 6,000?
5,000.
Wait, there was only 80 votes for the.
But that includes people that can't vote. Yeah, there are about 80 votes total.
Really?
Yeah.
Out of 5,000 people.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem right at all.
Well, yeah, you're talking under.
No, that's right.
Who's under 18 and everything? I don't know. There's got to be over 3,000 eligible votes, don't you think?
You're telling me only 80 people
Maybe.
voted?
Yeah. It was a village election. The only thing that was on there was the village board, and it was uncontested, and a like village justice was the only things that were on there. So there was no reason for there to be a big turnout. I know that in the thing is in a lot of the local elections, it's closer to what, like 300, 400
It just seems
max.
so low.
That's why Phil came up with the idea to sneak it in. Without was because he thought it was going to be low.
I thought it was going to be
anyways.
even lower.
Yeah,
Oh, you thought it was only
I thought it was going to
10?
be. I thought it was going to be like
30s, 40s.
30.
So, and it was a good idea Phil had. Like, let's not advertise. Let's just sneak it in, because then you could, you got a chance to take it. So, but it just didn't work out, unfortunately. Yeah. I wonder how many votes she got.
20.
Oh, she did?
Pretty sure.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
How many did
So
you
there-
lose by?
So actually, I think that actually means that there were probably closer to 100 votes total, because
Okay.
I think that most of the people that voted for her didn't vote for anybody else.
Right. Okay.
So
All right. I was just wondering about that.
Cool. Yeah.
yeah, but anyway, so I don't know. I think in Yates County, there's never been a time when that hasn't happened, that there hasn't been somebody left over. And I like the idea that if they're not serving you, you don't have to wait to get them out of there. You can do it fast, and you can, you don't have to. I know that we're saying, oh, well, you can get rid of half of them. Well, but what if it's the wrong half, or what if like 3 people get on and in their first year you realize, oh crap, like they really don't belong there. And then you got to wait 3 more years before you can vote them out.
Yeah. I think, well, I don't know. Like I said, I like the 4 year. It just seems to work. Being in small town politics and working for a township, I see how it goes, and it just seems to work. Like I watched Barrington change in 4 years.
Yeah.
And thing was if it changed within 2 years, it would have been a mess, because everyone knew getting in. The new people were just like, they've never done this before. And everyone was under the age of 40. So you're starting to get into like, younger crowd that's never cared. That's like, oh, I need to jump in. And that's with the whole alcohol issue in Barrington. Where
Right.
it was like illegal.
Yeah.
And yeah, at first it was
forgot all about
it was
that.
a little like, whoa, You know, like they don't really know what they're doing. They're just voting for this because they only care. But then the longer they got into it, the more they started caring about the whole township and not just their problem. So I don't know. I think it's good to keep some experience in there because it would be scary just to have a bunch of new people. They wouldn't know what to do. It's not like you get training for these positions. There's no like course.
Maybe they just need time.
There is training available for that kind of thing.
Yeah, but
you'd have to go seek it out.
Yeah, and a lot of these people have full-time jobs.
You don't get like oriented.
Yeah, but who can leave to go do the training?
I don't know.
That's the tough part. You're asking
do
people,
it online.
You're asking because you want younger people to do it, right?
Well, I mean, what I want. I'm not saying I want anybody specific. I'm just saying that I think that it's unnecessary to change from what we've got having a 2-year term. Since
that's the problem with the politics now, I think, is what's the median age of Americans in their 30s? 34, 36.
I think 36 is a good number.
Something in there. And everyone in office is like, you know, especially the 2 presidential candidates are in their late 70s. It's like, so the late 70s crowd's deciding what?
Yeah.
Like the minority, because they think differently. I would say younger people are probably more in with what everyone wants because they're there, they experience it. I don't know. Maybe I'm being age bias. I don't know, or whatever it would be.
There's some of that for sure, but here's the other thing you got to think about. Okay, that in our age range, there are a lot of people who are getting that experience, volunteering on nonprofit boards. I know a couple dozen people in our age group that are just in this community volunteering and like actually getting leadership experience on boards of directors.
So I'm wondering, when are you going to start stepping up and getting more involved in local government?
I don't know. Probably not while I'm doing the other things I'm doing.
We want an answer, Phil.
If nominated, I will not run. If elected, I will not serve.
I want to change gears here for a little bit. So our president has COVID?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
he's got the COVID.
He's got the fucking idiot.
Boy.
Stop it.
What?
Stop it. I wish
Me?
not you, him. Like
stop having COVID?
No, just like
you gotta give him a couple of weeks. Jesus.
Just be responsible.
Slap it out of him.
Wow.
You know, it sounds like they kind of were downplaying it a little bit, that he was a little bit worse than they originally made it out to be. When they moved him over to Walter Reed Hospital, they said that, you know, they didn't tell you right that time, but I read an article this morning saying that he actually had he had a fever and his blood oxygen levels were dropping pretty rapidly. So they got him over there. It sounds like he's doing a little bit better now.
He was on oxygen before he went, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's not in very good shape. I mean, I imagine.
I mean, he's an old, he's in a lot of the risk groups.
But just to tell you guys something, I'm not trying to say it's true, but have you ever? I don't think any of us have had COVID.
No.
No, and I don't think anyone else that's drank any of Barrington Distiller stuff has had COVID. So I'm not trying to say
maybe it cures COVID,
but
it prevents it.
It may prevent COVID. So I can't put it on the bottle, but I will say maybe give it a shot.
I can say that I've used a lot of your product to prevent COVID, and I'm not talking about the bourbon. I'm talking about the hand sanitizer.
Oh yeah.
That's true. Don't drink.
You went right to that, didn't you?
Yeah, I totally did.
Yeah. Don't drink the hand sanitizer, but do use it to prevent COVID.
Yeah. And then the bourbon you can ingest. It's like internal hand sanitizer. So.
We went to the Green Front. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Green Front.
Yeah, I love the Green Front.
Love the Green Front. So we went there last night.
No idea what the Green Front is.
It's a really cool bar in Canandaigua.
Like one of the coolest dives. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. So we entered there and they had the dividers at the bars.
Do they really?
They do. They had dividers at the bars, which I really enjoyed. And they seated us, and Kevin totally forgot he had to order food. So she's like, "Oh, here's your food menu." He's like, "Oh, no, I'm not hungry." And I looked at her and I was like, "I'm so sorry." I looked at her. I apologized for him. his brain just stopped working. We will order some food with the beverages. And he's like, I totally forgot that we had to order food.
Yeah.
But I felt really safe there. I felt really safe being at the Green Front. I think they did a phenomenal job. Everyone,
with the dividers.
the dividers, everyone was wearing masks. There was a sign only 2 people can go in the bathroom. Like, I think I felt good. I would go back.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was really happy going in there.
I just want to hockey check someone into the dividers once.
Yeah.
Just pow.
But
Straight up against it.
But
Just, I mean, are you going to let them know that they're in the game?
Well, I
Probably
mean,
not.
if I like them, sure. Yeah.
Speaking of hockey, you know who plays hockey? One of our presidential candidates still plays ice hockey.
She does not.
She does.
She does.
Yep. And then she drinks bourbon. Sorry.
Do you have like a poster of her like over
Yeah,
your
he does.
bed?
He's got like pajamas printed with her face
Don't
on it.
tell everybody.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
Sorry.
Joe, is Joe Jorgensen single?
No.
Oh.
Oh my God. You should see her husband. He's got hair like a
Is
I
he
don't
a
know.
manly man?
He's got like hair like Fabio or something.
He's got
He
long
looks
hair?
kind of like JP Sears or something. He's
Really?
got like long hair.
Luscious
His hair's
hair?
as long as yours, but it's blonde.
Really?
Yeah.
What does he do?
I don't know. I don't even know what his name is.
Well,
You
there
know-
goes my chance. I was gonna try to hook you up, but I don't know. She's probably not watching today. She's probably busy. But
Yeah, I don't know. You never know.
Yeah.
Would Joe be your kind of lady type?
yeah, she is.
No, I don't think so.
Really? Why not?
We've
She's
had this
strong?
talk off podcast. You know why? Yeah.
No, I don't.
Quiet. And we're
I'm
changing
waiting.
the subject.
I'm waiting to find out why.
This is where Jesse usually would just go grab a beer and be like, I think we need to.
What is it? It's because as soon as she started to show interest in me,
Yes.
I would think that
Yes. I didn't want to
you
say
know,
it.
I'm not interested in
Oh,
women who
I remember
have
this
poor
conversation
judgment.
now. This was in a text between us. That's why. Okay, yeah, because you set it up as a meme.
I don't like women who have poor judgment.
That's so funny. My buddy Matt, that you met last night, like my best friend. When you said that, it reminded me of something that happened when we were younger. We were at like this party, and this like girl kept texting him, and she's like, "Hey, you remember me from last night?" And blah blah. And Matt's like, "No, dude, there's no way. Like, I don't even know who this girl is. She must have had the wrong number or something." But she's like, "Yeah, I just want to let you know you're the best I've ever had." And he texts her, he's like, "I've never been the best anyone's ever had." He's like, "I know I'm not. That wasn't for me."
This is definitely the wrong number.
I was pissing my pants, and that's just how he is. It was
No,
so
I'm a
funny. We were
sleeper.
doing-
I'm a sleeper.
You're a sleeper?
Sleeper. You know, like the sleeper cells, or like the cars that you're like, oh, it doesn't look fast.
You're not really advertising
I'm-
yourself well.
I don't look fast, but I can lift really heavy things and put them back down. I throw.
Your mother's watching.
Hi, Mom. I think she's having a hard time with it, though. No, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying, look, I lifted an ammo can full of bullets yesterday.
Yeah.
Repeatedly.
He's pretty tough.
Yeah. Pretty strong.
I'm so glad
That's my new.
Phil's mother commented during that.
It's my new ammo can workout. I fill it up with all my reloading bullets, and I just lift it.
I don't know what to say anymore.
So wait, what
Changing
about
gears?
what about this truck? Wait,
Yeah, I want to get a truck.
You need to get a
I
vehicle.
need to get a truck like ASAP.
we're sick of lugging you around.
I know you are. Hey, I've been getting around on my bike.
Well,
Look at Mary. She felt that.
She helped me this morning.
She's like, oh boy.
So no, I got the text from Phil, and I was telling Kevin, like, I gotta go pick up Phil.
Thing is, it's probably a regular
and
cab.
Kevin's like, doesn't he have a vehicle? I'm like, no. He's like, he's got 2 vehicles, right? I'm like, well, the Jeep doesn't work, and it hasn't worked for quite some time, and he keeps saying he's gonna fix it.
Settle down with that
And
nonsense.
then there's the other vehicle. Like, where's your dad's car? Did you sell it?
It's not in good shape.
It's not in good shape.
It's marginally drivable.
Okay.
I try to avoid it.
Okay.
I really want him to fix up that Jeep.
I'm going
That's
to.
gonna be so sweet.
No,
I'm going
stop.
to, but I'm
Stop.
debating on
Don't-
whether or
don't
not
encourage this. He
I
needs
should do.
to get another
No,
vehicle.
shut up.
I am not shutting up.
Would you shut up,
I am
man?
telling
Would
you,
you
you
shut
need to
up,
get a
man?
vehicle.
Listen, I'm going to. That doesn't mean I have to get rid of the Jeep. I need to fix the Jeep.
I'm not saying get rid of the
Well,
Jeep.
then why are you just did say
No,
Yeah,
no.
you-
I said stop encouraging him about
Yes,
the Jeep. He needs
stop encouraging me to fix up my
He
Jeep?
needs to refocus and get a
I need to refocus
real
on
vehicle.
deciding whether or not I'm going to do a frame swap on it.
Right. But he's going to get a real vehicle before he fixes the Jeep.
Yeah, I'm not going to wait to
Yeah.
get a real vehicle. That's nonsense. I'm going to get a real vehicle, and then I'm going to also fix the Jeep.
Let's have a bet.
Let's be realistic.
Let's have a bet.
What do you think about that?
Look at that old girl.
Yes,
Yeah.
get that.
What would you name it?
It's a regular cab.
Betsy,
What would you name that thing?
Catherine,
Come on,
What do you think?
Irene.
Would you name it Joe?
Irene.
Karen.
Joe.
would you name it Joe to
I
go
think I
first?
have to, I have to hear what it sounds like, and
Okay,
I
alright.
Where
got to
is
take it
it?
out for a test
Touch it.
drive.
Do we need to take you there?
Gotta touch it. Yeah, I do need a ride to Macedon to go look at this thing and give it a test drive or something.
When do you want to do that?
I don't know. I got to call the guy and see
Okay.
when we can do it. It's
So-
a 1986 K10 Silverado 4x4 long box. It's got a regular cab. It's unfortunately an automatic, but it's got a 350 in it with only 30 miles on it.
Nice.
What?
So you got to turn on the car, you said?
Well, he wants to make sure it
What about the car?
runs.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I'm going to
so,
run it.
So I have it. You guys ever seen the meme or the funny joke about the kid trying to get his license?
I don't know if I can show
He's
this.
doing the permit test, and he's like, the guy's like, okay, now turn on the car, and he starts revving. He's like, oh yeah, you like that, baby? And the guy's like, fail, out of the car,
Get out of the car.
I think I've seen that. All right. Well, I'm going to be. Can we have a party for Phil when he gets a vehicle that runs?
a vehicle party.
Hey, easy. My Jeep runs. My Jeep runs great. It
I
just
miss
doesn't
that
stop.
Jeep.
It just doesn't stop because I've got all the brake lines out
Wait,
of it right now.
It was running, but well,
I've never even been
since
in
you've
your
been
Jeep.
here in Penyan.
Yeah.
No, yeah. it's
Oh, I
been
thought
running.
you had it like just like
No.
No, I've been driving it. It's been my
he's
daily
driven it.
driver.
Yeah.
I've been,
really?
yeah, I was swapping
Oh.
out the brakes, and the stainless steel fittings are a pain in the ass.
Hmm.
And then I mangled the proportioning valve, so I had to replace that. And then I did get, like, it's hard to get parts for a 42-year-old vehicle.
you're right.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
sure it
and-
is.
And
they're
then to
older,
get them
it's
to
hard.
all just mesh up just perfectly, it's just it takes a little bit longer than fixing a newer car.
I still think the lease is a good idea.
No,
it's-
he don't
there's
even
no
bring
way.
that up.
you
He's
think
not going to want to do
you
it.
think it's a good idea to spend $12,000 to have a car for 3 years and then not own it, and to have to pay inflated insurance rates because they make you get higher insurance on it.
They shouldn't.
And
It should be the same as normal insurance.
yeah, if you get the full insurance, but I don't get like comprehensive. I get liability insurance.
Yeah.
I pay $70 a month to insure 3
But-
vehicles.
You get a car for 3 years and you pay $3,600 a year for a brand new vehicle that if you drove it off the lot would depreciate to the point of what you're paying anyways.
I'm not going to buy a new car though. There's that's not on my list. Like, that's an amount of money that I've never spent on a vehicle, like for the total purchase price. And then I would only have it for 3 years and then like not own it. That's ridiculous.
That was Phil's best eye roll, Mary. Is that what you're saying? Is he-
probably Marianne.
Oh.
She's
She's talking to me.
yeah, definitely Marianne.
Oh, about
And-
the lease, the lease eye roll.
It was a lot of eye rolls.
somebody has a lease.
I like leases. I think they make sense. Yeah.
Everybody has a different situation. And thank you, Marissa, for the shout out on the sweater. I love the sweater as well. And my hair. Because Jesse gets a lot of compliments all the time because he's a lot prettier than I am. We all know that.
Camera.
Why? Yes, I do. I mean, just look at this red beard and tell me no.
Who's the best looking one here?
Mary, if you don't vote for
We're
me,
gonna have a
I
vote.
swear Mary's gonna vote for Marianne.
Everybody wants
Hold
red
it.
hair, green eyes.
I
you
guess
know
like
that.
who's got the best teeth?
Oh, you win.
I do.
Yeah.
You have the best teeth.
I do
yeah,
have the
for
best
sure.
teeth. She's like, I don't want to show my teeth.
Look at these things. Mary's like, don't show them.
Okay, so pretty much you're gonna get a new vehicle in the next 2 weeks, then, correct?
Yeah, like a new old vehicle.
Sounds good.
New old vehicle.
Next 2 weeks, you have to do it.
Yeah, I hope so. So it's gonna start
Oh,
snowing
Mary
and
did-
raining
yep.
and stuff. Probably.
Mary had
soon.
to check how to spell the third
Name.
shit. How do you
pronounce
say
that?
Well, I've always said sepial, but my grandfather always pronounced it chepial.
Oh, I like
Chepiel.
the chepiel.
Chepial.
That's cool.
I've always said.
Did he have an
sepial.
accent?
No.
What is
Man,
it?
it'd be way cooler.
What? Like,
Polish? He's Polish.
Is it Polish?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's definitely Polish. CZ, yeah, that's definitely a Polish situation.
So-
And then the Lewandowski is another Polish
Shit,
situation. There's just so much.
Do you know how to cook
Polishness.
Polish food?
No.
No.
I'm really sad. I really wish I was with my grandmother, my aunt more to do the pierogies situation. I
Yeah, 'cause
love
they're
pierogies.
delicious.
They're so
Pierogies.
good.
So
They're so
good.
good.
I had some kielbasa last week.
Did you? I had
Oh,
a
yeah.
dream about kielbasa.
Whoa.
I had a dream about. Oh my god! Can I tell you?
Sounds like, I want to hear the dream.
No.
This
I
is
had
gonna
to-
get interesting. Kevin,
I had
are you
to-
watching?
No. He already knows about this dream. So I had a dream that I was doing the podcast with Michael Healy.
We got to get Michael Healy.
We need. Yes, but I need to be here too. So I had a dream
So
with Michael
2 weeks
Healy.
from
So
today.
Italian sausage and
Mike-
Michael Healy.
Mike-
podcast.
no.
We're gonna bring kielbasa and Michael Healy here 2 weeks from today.
It'll be good. So I was doing the podcast with Michael Healy and some other person, and he's like, "Oh, we need to go to like Waterloo because I need to have like this special drink, schnapps or whatever." So he made us go drive all the way to like Waterloo. So we got to we set up the whole like microphone and everything, and we're drinking the schnapps. I'm like, "This is god awful," and he was just like, "This isn't what I want."
You brought the studio with you to,
Yeah,
to
we
Waterloo.
did. And you guys were not there. It was just me, Michael Healy, and whoever this other third person was. So there was 3 people.
Jamie. It was Jamie.
No, I think it was a female.
It was the Italian sausage.
But I think we should totally have Michael Healy on.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I think that'd be
That'd
great.
be a blast.
I think we should have
That guy's
Catherine on here
hilarious.
with the both of them. They're
Should we get
so-
both of them or one at a time?
We should ask both of them what they think is better. Catherine's
It'd be
not gonna
funny
allow
to
it.
listen to them go back and forth.
Whenever they come, I'm sure they were at your place Friday, and then they came to my place afterwards. Your place,
Do I know them?
You-
Do I know them?
Mike.
Mm,
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You've met them?
Do you ever see my
Okay.
picture on Facebook with my brother?
Uh-huh.
That's Michael Healy,
Okay.
like black or salt and pepper hair.
Yeah, no.
He's super loud.
He's
No,
super loud.
Where's
Yeah,
that?
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
I'll show you later. He's
He-
great. He's one of my favorite
I
people.
can't even do an impression of him near the microphone because it'd be,
He's like one of my favorite people.
It's like freaking Eddie near the microphone.
oh my God.
I
oh,
almost lost my ears.
he
that
was in
day.
the hospital.
Yeah, I don't know if we
Someone-
need to talk about his medical history on.
No. It was someone asked me for.
Well, I guess he posted it on Facebook. So
Someone asked me for a ride. Who would you recommend? So I said Eddie's and Kuka Taxi.
yeah,
Because it was such a short ride. He needed a ride just from like the marina or from the state park to his house. So it was,
Yeah.
it was so small. Like not a lot of people like to do stuff like that because
Mhm.
it's such a small thing.
Mhm.
And I don't know how Eddie's business is up here.
They never
they
say
never
no.
say no.
They never. Well, that's what he says. They never say no. So I guess he was late or whatever.
Eddie was.
Oh no, Eddie wasn't there. It was the driver.
Oh,
Yeah, but I mean, overall, it was like a good situation. But like again, that whole lack
they're
of
coming
driving.
up from like Hammondsport.
and that's what I
Yeah.
was thinking
That's
too. Yeah.
insane. How do you?
They need to get some
I
people.
don't
They
know
need
how
to
you
get some
can do
drivers up
that.
here.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean.
Well, it's growing. So they've got more business down in that area. They need to get more drivers up here so they can grow it up here.
Well, growing into another market, it does take time, and then you
Yeah.
have to find the right.
Could you
people
do that
too.
kind of job?
I
We
would
need
have
the
to
vehicle.
have a 2016 or newer, and
You're right.
man,
No, but I'm just saying in general.
like would I enjoy
could
it?
you do that job?
Could I do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
What did you think when you used to do it?
I loved it.
Did you really?
I loved the wine tour thing. That was so much. I had so
can't
much fun.
I own 2 bars and I can't stand absolutely drunk, obnoxious people.
See,
so
but
I don't
that's
know.
what made it. That's what made us different, though. We never allowed alcohol drinking in the vehicles, and that's a game changer. And the people that we did bring people to, they liked us. That's what they liked us about it, because like Stu Ben, blacklisted a couple other companies, and that the company I worked with was not one of them.
Really?
Right. So, and that just goes a long way. And I always liked going in with customers.
You always
make-
came into the distillery with them.
I try, yeah, well,
Yeah.
because you should make your presence known,
yeah.
and I think customers really liked when you walked in with them and be like, okay, go here, you want to go there, avoid this person, or I'll direct them to another person. Like this person's going to take really good care of you. You know what I mean?
You got to give me a list of who you avoid.
Marianne is so professional when
Oh,
she
she
was
is.
doing that.
Yeah,
She was like
Absolutely.
just like way way too professional.
I loved.
And I would always be like, "Hey, would you like something to drink? Would you like soda or water?" No,
Can't.
thank you.
Oh, yeah, water. Yeah, I guess you could
I would have
water.
customers would pay for my lunch. Like they would want me to
Yeah,
have
it's
lunch
nice,
with
isn't
them.
it?
That was really sweet. They
I-
didn't have to.
She was too good for my water, so
I drove a wine tour once, and
You did. You
it
did
was
a couple
fun. Yeah, it was a
times. You did a
blast.
couple times.
Yeah, I guess I did a couple.
You
Yeah,
did a couple
and man, I'll tell you what, they bought me
lunch.
duck. They bought me lunch and dinner.
Yeah.
They
I bet.
fed me duck at the lakeside, and it was unbelievable.
like a raw duck. Like
No,
just-
like cooked duck.
oh, I thought you killed the
Like
duck. and
I
ate
just
it.
reached into the water
Yeah.
and I grabbed it, and
And then-
you just gotta
And then
snap
bite
it, and then
That's the real carnivore thing to do.
that's I guess
Yeah.
that's how I fish, right? I just grab it out of the water with my hands and then I just bite it.
Have you ever like tried like raw
Duck.
like just beef or like venison, or you ever tried it?
Beef tartare.
Yeah,
Yeah, kind of like beef tartare, but not as good quality.
intentionally. Like I've certainly undercooked beef before. Not that I mean, that's a
I made
Relative.
meatloaf
It's
for the very
got
first
it's got an
time.
interesting, like when you eat like I did it with
It's a
venison.
very different
It's like
texture.
just for fun because
Oh,
I wanted to be
wow.
a wild animal. So you like just grab it and bite it, like bite the heart of the deer.
Yeah.
After you kill it, it is weird. It's like very irony and it's I wouldn't suggest it. Just like
Right.
I don't know how.
it's the blood. You haven't gotten the blood out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty interesting. Yeah, don't do it.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Well, and that's like heart is pretty irony anyway.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, the only time
Raw
I've ever had it
cooked?
is pickled.
You've never had it cooked.
I've had it
I've
cooked.
only had it pickled.
Yeah.
I've had it cooked.
Yeah, I like it.
It's good. It was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know how we got onto eating raw. Sorry, everyone. Me.
Because
It's weird.
Because I said duck. They actually cooked the
Did
duck.
you get your hunt license?
And it was really good. Yeah, I got my hunting license. I got doe
Okay.
permits.
why don't you just get the
I'm waiting
lifetime
for
one?
Oh,
November.
that's right.
I
You-
do have a lifetime
You got
one.
your
You do?
8R.
Yeah, I
Okay.
got 8R. I got 8T,
Let it go.
and I'm waiting for November 1st to roll around. Hoping I don't know if there'll be any second chance permits because they said that they've sold a record number of hunting licenses this year.
Really?
No.
Yeah, so
Really?
I'm hoping still that everybody didn't go get doe permits, and maybe I can get. I'd like to get 8J as well because that's where my land is.
Where do you? Oh, so you hunt in your land?
Yeah,
Well,
I've got a
hunt on
few
your
different.
land.
Sometimes I hunt on mine.
There's 8. You have 8R and 8J, and what else?
No,
was the
I
other?
have 8R and 8T right now. So
What's
8T is back home around Canisteo.
Oh, okay.
So my brother said he's got a couple spots down there he wants to check out, and that he's been scouting heavily.
Do you guys ever get turkey? I love wild turkey.
Have I ever shot a turkey, or have I ever
Yes.
tried to shoot a turkey? I've hunted turkey. I've never gotten a turkey.
I've had wild turkey
You
before.
like
That's
the wild
delicious.
turkey?
I do.
Yeah, I've got.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
good.
that's all my family does. I've shot a bunch, but every time I've tried to cook it a certain way, I don't know. It's like I don't
So
know.
who's a better cook, your mom then?
Well, no, I mean any.
You have a hard
no,
time
my-
making it moist.
So like the thing is like so we'll go out
Jesus.
and we'll shoot a turkey for like Thanksgiving dinner. Like
Yeah.
my dad and I will go like just get one. And then we stopped doing it because you're just not going to beat a butterball turkey like in flavor. I mean,
Yeah, you gotta.
Wild
What
turkey
you
is
have to do is
delicious.
inject it with like all sorts of
hormones. Yeah.
MSG and stuff.
No, not well. MSG is delicious for one.
thought
No, I
this-
didn't say you should. I
thought
said
this
that. I didn't say anything negative about it. I just said that's what they do.
People think MSG sucks. So
Oh.
it's like bad for you.
Like,
It's
it
really
gives me headaches. No, it doesn't.
it's really not bad for
I
you.
like this still shot of us though. I actually
Uh,
kind of want to keep that as a still shot.
Yeah, look at the way Marianne's looking at me like she'd like to choke me.
Feels like he agrees.
Look at Phil's eyes. He's like, I hope he doesn't die. How dare you talk about turkeys that way?
I don't know.
I wonder what's going on with it.
Mary, newbie. You got oh wait.
Well, no,
Is it
that's
the TV?
No, it's the camera.
Okay.
Trying to pair back up with it. I hope we're still live.
I don't know if we're still alive.
Well, the live counter's still going.
Yeah, I think we're still live, and I
Okay.
think we've still got audio. I'm just trying to pair what happens. I've got to get the camera paired back up.
And now it's time for Jesse to do a striptease while the camera's not working.
Oh, Mustang
straight.
Sally.
Wait, Mustang Sally.
I I just said it.
I could see Mary text me. Don't you fucking do it.
Slow
there's-
down.
Oh, we get feedback. We are live. Okay.
Mustang selling a baby. I'm gonna turn it off and turn it back on again because that usually seems to
song?
work.
The song.
This song.
We should put the song back on. Oh, Mary can hear us. That's perfect.
Mary's not happy. She's like, if I get on here and he's shirtless.
We won't allow that or want to promote that at all. Okay, so you guys can grab some wild turkey.
Yeah, so okay, wild turkey. I did the best way that I found. I just like deep fried turkey.
I don't know about that.
You ever had like the fryer, like the deep? You've never had
I've
a fried
had
turkey
it before, but I don't think it's the best thing ever.
I was gonna give it a hell yeah, but I agree. It's kind of like it's okay.
You don't like it? Man, I don't know. You get the skin nice and crispy, and
Maybe I didn't have it with the crispy skin.
No connection. Configure Mevo. What?
Okay, so
What?
So what does Thanksgiving look like in Jesse's household? Is there a lot of yelling?
Yeah, it's my family. They're a bunch of nutbags.
They're great.
Mary's terrible. Like she's like, she goes to my family. So Mary's parents are very like they're kind of quiet and they get along, and it's like so every time we're over there, it's like a nice break. Like then we go to my house and it's like strap in, boys. It's gonna get crazy. Like Mary doesn't do good with yelling, and that's all my family. Like they yell when they talk, and Mary's like, "Oh, don't yell at me."
That's because we love you.
Yeah, we're just talking loud.
Maybe they can't hear that well.
Yeah, maybe from yelling. That's why.
Whoa.
I don't know about that. Oh, your camera is totally just not working.
I don't know what's going on with it. It's
Oh,
crazy.
that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Newbie, get over here. We need a cameraman.
Start camp.
Oh,
hey,
I
man, my
was back
shirt's on.
Jesse.
That was quick.
Thanks for putting your clothes back on, dude.
Yeah, that's all right.
It was really
Marianne was disgusted.
We had
a-
we had a temporary. We should have had one of those screens. It's like technical difficulties.
Sounds about right.
Oh boy.
We gotta wait till Jesse puts his shirt back on.
Bam, bam, bam.
Okay.
You ever been hunting?
No.
No. Where in Connecticut are you from? Like the country?
Like it's a small town, really close to the
Can I say it?
shoreline. Deep River. I'm from Deep River.
Deep River.
Deep River.
Isn't there a
Connecticut.
brewery in Deep River? Deep
my
River
God.
Brewing.
So I had
make
this.
chips.
I had this Connecticut couple in, which gets me so excited because then I want to talk to them. But they were kind of quiet and reserved. I'm like, oh, they're my people, but they're not, accepting me. So I need to work on them a little bit more. So I was just asking them a whole bunch of questions. And they're really into wines. I'm like, oh, are you into any breweries? And they're like, no, Connecticut does a really good job with breweries. I'm like, since when? I didn't even know Connecticut could do beer. So they were telling me all these other places that I should really check out. I'm pretty excited
But
about
we got to
it.
take the podcast to Connecticut.
I think that's
We can take it on the road.
We should
I've been actually.
You've been wanting to do that.
Well, not only that, but I think I've got some ways worked out that we can actually do that. So
Take it on the road.
yeah, I think with this camera, we can all download an app on our phones.
Okay.
That, and then we can use those mics that we used to use,
Oh yeah.
and it won't sound quite as nice as what we've got.
So no
But
sushi.
they can
No sushi.
stream the mics into the camera from we can each just sit
Oh, that's cool.
with our own. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's kind of neat.
That'd be sweet.
So the question is, I know we've been wanting to go to your distillery for off this premises, but which other premises would we want to go to? I would love to go to Abandon. I love
To
Abandon
do a
too.
setup like this, you would need. It'd be tough to go anywhere.
No, that's true too. But we
But
always
to
wanna
do
go,
what Phil was saying, that's doable.
We could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
want to do that.
we wouldn't be live.
No, we can't be live.
Yeah. That's
But what we could do is we could get the video, and then I can stream it in and actually be able to interact with people in the comments as it's playing.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. That'd be fun
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah. No, I would. I think it'd be fun to go to. Yeah. No. That's what I said. Yeah. No. Anyways.
Yeah. No.
It's so special.
It would be fun to do that.
I was thinking, obviously, the Laurentide. They invited us to do the debates there.
Yeah, they wanted us live there.
Yeah.
Do the debate.
I think that would be awesome.
Yeah, I've got. I have to see what their Wi-Fi is like.
We gotta do
If
that too.
it's sufficient
We're gonna grab a beer, right?
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
Phil's trying to quit.
Do you know? Are you
No,
not
it's okay.
feeling well?
I can have a beer.
Okay. I wasn't judging you.
Or you mean after?
I mean, like soon.
Oh yeah. I thought you meant right now Well, we're
kind
on.
of that too.
Okay,
No,
we're
well.
going to Laurentide. We'll be back. Everyone, hold it down.
Everybody,
Well, what is this? Flat Mary and
I
I'll take
can't.
over.
I can't
Flat
be
Mary will
gone
take
long
over.
because I got Mary's car, but I can definitely go for a beer.
he's got Mary's car.
Yeah, because
He's
we
leaving
left.
her alone.
We left my Jeep
on a Sunday.
At Ports?
no, at the distillery.
Oh.
Oh,
Because Mary was feeling pretty good. She's pretty drunk, so somebody had to drive.
It was her birthday.
Right. Well, yeah,
We love Mary.
she's interesting.
She's great.
Just kidding.
she's no offense, Jesse, but she's our favorite out of the two of you.
Yeah. No, that's a true statement. I don't know what she sees in you,
But we like you.
I don't
Yeah.
know what
So
it is.
no.
we just like her a lot.
We like her a lot more.
I always want to say it's the money, but I know it's not.
No, it's not the money. I don't know what she
does
sees
better
in
than
you.
I do. So
Maybe
I
it's
don't
the
know.
gel. Can we just put this in your hair before we
It's
go to
probably the
Laurentide?
hair gel. I
It's
don't
probably the
really want
gel.
to
Can
do
we
that.
just try
Hey, that's
a
not
little
gel.
bit?
That's called pomade.
Pomade.
Can I smell it? I'm gonna smell
My
it.
hair is perfect how it is. I was born like this.
Mm.
All right.
I just
What, you want me to like put it on and try it out for the ladies?
Yes.
born this way.
yes. we can tell the ladies that if you want to see Phil with some of this, what is it called?
Pomade.
But sure. That Phil's gonna be there with the really good looking hair.
I don't think I can do
I think
that.
it's gonna be super sexy.
There better be a janitor on board there. 'Cause it's gonna get crazy. Look
be
at his
weird.
face getting all red.
Is it who's the lady that has that song that everybody's the inappropriate song?
WAP.
WAP?
Is that what it is?
Well,
Oh my
wait,
god.
we can't say WAP because
Can we
that
not
sounds
say
like
WAP?
a vulgar term.
Thought it was
WAP.
WAP.
Wamp?
WAP.
Wamp.
WAP.
WAP.
It's WAP.
WAP.
I won't.
WAP
I
is
will
an
not
offensive
say,
term
Yes, it
for
is.
a Italian American.
I
Yes.
will not
WAP.
say who introduced me to this song because I'm not going to embarrass him. But I'm like, when I was listening to lyrics, I'm like, this is so raunchy. But it gets in your head. It's super like.
What do you think about?
All I've never actually heard the song.
You should probably listen
but
to this song.
I have listened to Ben Shapiro recite the song and talk about how
No.
his wife thought that it was like something that they should go to the doctor for.
That's very funny. So there's a parody that Mary and I found that is hilarious, and it's wings and pizza
Ooh,
instead of what it really is,
Oh, boy.
yeah.
and it is phenomenal.
All right,
So-
everybody, look up wings and pizza.
Or
and
WAP.
be able to give us a report next week.
WAP parody. And
We're going to play this song at
Well,
Laurentide, so Phil needs to hear this.
I
song.
don't think so.
See, when I was growing up, who are the girls that little Kim and who are the other girls that they had like some raunchy songs? These two ladies brought it to a whole
Yeah.
new
So
level.
what do
I
you
was like,
think? Now there was a big debate, like why is this song allowed, but Baby It's Cold Outside's not?
well,
What do you think?
I think that we should just have freedom.
Because
that's a good point.
they
too.
they said that Baby It's Cold Outside is because it's
like
not about like there's no consent given.
they
And
thought it
then-
was a little rapey.
Yeah, but then you listen to it, and it's not that.
It's just it's kind of
He's just trying to keep her
trying to convince her to stay.
He didn't like say, "I'm gonna hold you here," but
He didn't
against your
accept.
will.
He didn't accept her first or second or third. No.
It is here's the thing is that it's a matter of perception, and I think people's perceptions are just so sensitive right now, and I think we just need to chill out for a little bit. If someone's saying, look, I'm uncomfortable, don't touch
Right.
me, don't look at me like that,
Yeah.
then that's it. You know what I mean? But some people
Yeah.
have a hard time even articulating that too.
Yeah.
So, but body language, that's why people should be more aware of body language. If I'm putting my legs away from you, I don't want to be near you, Jesse. When
Right.
when I roll my eyes in front of you a lot,
Right.
it's because I think you're an idiot.
Right.
So let's pick up on the body language. So what are you doing? Are we still again? Okay, no, here we are. Don't do that.
No,
But-
I agree.
that's
because
that's a lot to ask from a lot of people.
how many times have you, as a man,
Yeah, okay. He's talking to you
been near a woman or with a woman, and you're like,
Zero.
all the time.
and you're like, hey, and they're like, no, and you're like, oh, you sure? Like, no, and you're like, but you want to, and they're like, well, and then it's like, come on, like she was being flirty when she's saying, no, I have to go. Like, Come on.
I think it's supposed to be a flirtatious song.
Yes,
This whole time it was a flirtatious.
she's being flirty. She's trying to be the good girl, but she's really bad. She's a bad woman.
And it's
so
So it's
old,
a-
you know.
it's
It's
a
like
Look at Mary.
that was the thing back then.
It's a song, and it's like whoever made this song with the other guy. It's not like there was a gun against her head. She did the song,
Right.
and she got money for it.
yeah.
What?
What? Wait, what?
She got money
You're
for
talking
the
about the
song.
lady
For
singing
the
it?
song. For the
You're talking about the
song.
lady singing it?
For the song.
You're
For her
talking about the
musical.
lady singing
Yes, for the
Baby It's
musical
Cold
talents.
Outside.
Like, right. I don't understand why this song is bad.
Oh.
It's not bad.
No, it's
I
not.
don't think it's bad. I think it's very flirtatious.
We should listen
It's
to
kind of stupid. is
we should
what it
listen
is.
to
It's like
Whooper,
this whole
or
thing
whatever
is
it's
like
called.
it's just stupid. It's like what can
It's
we
a great
find?
song. Though.
What can we find to get offended by? Like, oh, here's
Everything.
one.
Well, the way you're holding your arms offends me.
Yeah. Well, your pomade offends me.
No, this is going to go in your hair just a little bit. Just a little bit.
I don't think.
No, this
I
is
don't
what we're
think
going to
it
do.
is.
We're going
I
to take
don't
a
think it
picture of
is.
you before and an after, and we're going to let our viewers pick which one's better.
And then I'm gonna wash my hair in the sink.
Look at how nice and like fluffy his hair looks without it.
It,
though.
it needs a little assistance.
It looks floofy.
It needs assistance.
You don't like the floofiness?
No,
No,
we don't.
I think it looks nice.
No,
it looks
we
nice
don't.
and clean.
Come on, ladies.
No, I'm telling
It
you.
looks very clean. And
How many people would love to see Phil with just a little hair assistance? with
So
his hair?
I think newbie, my girlfriend and her father are watching that. So I don't think many people.
Oh, we lost two. One.
And there goes my girlfriend's father.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, we're done.
He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to see the hair
Just a little bit.
Yeah,
with the
just a
with
little
the-
bit.
with the stuff.
Just a little bit.
And now
Look,
newbie.
I did
he
that in
wants
high
to see
school.
it.
It was not good.
But yeah, but you didn't have Jesse in your life at
I
that time.
think so. I think Phil's more of that, like that lumberjack type of man. Like
I think once-
Lumber sexual.
Listen,
Yeah.
I think once he sees the goodness, what will happen if more girls talk to you at
I
Lauren
can't
time?
look. If I pull up in that pickup truck with that
Oh,
shit in
yeah.
my hair, people are gonna start to talk and not in a good way.
what are they gonna say? He
I
needs
don't
to. He needs
He's
to
They're
quit.
gonna say
He needs to quit hanging out with Jesse.
they're gonna say they're gonna say he's compensating for something, or I don't know.
No, that's not what they're
No.
going to say at
Yeah.
all.
They'll be like, Jesse's really rubbing off on.
Do you know
Phil
what
in
I'm
the wrong way."
compensating for?
What?
Shitty personality.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, if I'm just telling you, if more girls talk to you because of your hair situation,
I don't need any more girls talking to
You're
me. I've got
welcome.
all the
You're
girls
welcome.
talking to me
You're
that I need
welcome.
right now.
Like
You're
I tell
welcome.
Mary, every time I go in there, I have to beat him off me with a stick.
Yeah,
Just
I
like-
got all I can handle.
So I do, Mary. I carry a little stick to slap him. Like, no,
He
get.
does have a stick. That's
I
true.
went
Yeah.
with you guys, and no woman was talking to you, Jesse. So this must be all in your head.
Oh, shit. Mary's like, told
Well,
you.
Well, not on
Told
Sunday.
you.
Not on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Sunday's the Lord's Day.
Because they're all busy hitting on Jesus.
Yeah.
Don't be weird.
I
Don't
come.
be
I come
weird.
second fiddle to Jesus.
Man, it's like, how you gonna, how you gonna get to the top of that list?
Yeah, I don't know. I had to make a couple miracles. Yeah, I can do them. I can turn something into wine. I turn corn into liquor, so I got some good ideas.
So-
I'd
somebody got
rather
you on that.
have somebody turn corn into liquor than water into wine.
How about just make your hair look a little bit better, and that's it. We're good.
What are you trying to say about me, Marianne?
I wouldn't have said anything if this wasn't bulging out of his jeans.
And we're not talking
Whoa.
about the pomade.
All right. Well, we've got to. On that note, we got to go to the Laurentide.
Yeah, with your hair.
Join us
with your hair.
this Wednesday at 9:00. I think.
Are we doing 9:00?
I think it starts at 9:00. But
9 o'clock.
we're gonna stream
what
those
time does
debate, the
Laurentide
presidential debate. They close at 9:00.
Oh, so they'll be open
Well,
after
I-
hours?
Well, here,
We're gonna do it here.
all right?
Oh, we're doing it here. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I don't
I thought we were
know.
doing it there.
No, the problem with doing
This
it
is-
at the
this is a big
Laurentide is
setup
just
to
so hard
move.
to set up.
Oh no,
Yeah.
you're right. Okay.
Well,
Maybe Marla will join us.
that would be fun.
That
I
would
don't.
be
She's
cool.
not into it though.
Yeah.
She doesn't. She doesn't. Yeah. No.
She just wanted to drink
Yeah.
and play the drinking game in the background because
Yeah.
that was going to be the cool
She
thing.
likes it, but she doesn't want to participate in that because.
business.
Yeah. Well, I don't even think it's that. I think that
No,
she
it's not
just
business.
doesn't really feel like she could contribute in a meaningful
Oh,
way to that.
I
So,
don't either. I think it's just fun.
Yeah. I mean, all we're doing is bullshitting anyway. So
Yeah.
That's what we do.
I
we're
should
just
not be
gonna sit
contributing.
here and use sarcasm and make fun of these idiots that are trying to rule our country and make decisions about how you live your life.
I gotta do a quick plug here, if you don't mind.
Plug it.
Camera, come to me, not to
Plug.
him, to me.
Plug.
Hey. So Jay will not be doing trivia this Thursday at the Water Street Wine Bar, but this girl is going to be doing trivia.
Uh-oh.
So I'm coming up with really good theme questions
Like
and
what?
categories. I haven't thought. About
Will you
that
give
yet.
us one for a bonus for anyone that's watching the podcast?
Oh, yeah.
They get one bonus. Like, give them the answer.
Or
No.
just give them a bonus. Be like, bring in whatever. Just
Bring in what? Bring in hair gel. Bring in hair gel for Phil,
no.
and you'll get an extra 10 points.
Extra 10 points. Bring in
Yeah.
pomade for Phil.
Or it doesn't have to be.
I have no intention of letting anybody put
How
anything
about
like
just
that
I'll just
anywhere
take
near
a
my
picture
hair.
of you with it. How about that? That'll work out so well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So trivia with Marianne.
Just take
Thursday.
a screenshot of this episode and show it to Marianne for how many points?
10.
10 points.
10 points.
And 10 points on your total or 10 points. I guess that's all there is. Yeah, it's on
This-
the total.
And for the week going into Halloween, if you dress up in a costume, you get an additional so many points too as well. So
Oh.
we're gonna
What week is that?
it's the week going into Halloween.
That's
the
your
last
your
Thursday.
day to wear your costume, buddy.
My tuxedo.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds good. Trivia Thursday night, says Mary. That'd be cool. You
Rahr,
guys could
Phil
stop
Rahr.
by.
Mary, we're working.
No, she's not, but you are.
Some of us have to work around this house.
Mary can come.
Mary should totally come. Phil, will you be there?
I might,
Yep. So
or
it's a yes.
I might not.
Nope. Sounds like you will be.
I don't know the answer to that.
Tune in next week to see Phil's mohawk. All right.
Tune in next week. You know what?
Spike it straight
Tune
up.
in every Sunday. Another thing that I think I might have figured out with our streaming the presidential debate is I can plan these ahead of time.
Yeah.
And I can put them in there and then people can set alerts. So if you see this pop up on your feed, make sure that you set a reminder so that Facebook will pop up when we come on live.
Sounds
Cool.
good.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great
later.
week. See you Wednesday
See ya.
or at the Laurentide.